Welcome to Bisbee, Arizona. Officially incorporated in 1902, once had a population of 25,000, now holds a population of 5,203.
It's showtime.
So we decided to check this little area out. It's the Shady Dell Airstream Vintage Trailer Park, I guess you'd say. And there's some really cool stuff. Nice vintage cars. And if you're ancient enough to have known me in high school, you're about to see something that should trigger some memories. It's not the right color combination, but there sits a Nash Metropolitan, and here comes a car to ruin my shot. This place looks pretty cool, and this little diner looks like it's fully functional, but we're here later in the afternoon, so they're not open. And not a soul wanted to drive by here until I wanted to film this car. Let's see if I can sneak over here without getting myself in trouble. Whoops. Nice. Although where my interior on mine was original, this looks like custom houndstooth, but it is really nice. The Shady Dell Vintage Trailer Court has been in existence since 1927. Back then it was a pull-through trailer park for travelers. It's been functioning the way you see it now for the past 30 years, according to their website. Rates are anywhere from $87 to $145 a night, depending on which one you pick. Very reasonable, all things considered. They even have 50s style patio furniture, little barbecues. It's a really neat setup. We didn't stay here this particular trip. It was Thanksgiving week. They were booked full. The little restaurant, Dot's Diner, is only open for breakfast or lunch, but I think that's totally fine too. There's a lot of really nicer places for dinner in Bisbee proper. This is kind of on the outskirts, and hopefully we'll get to stay there next time we visit my parents. It is right next to the Bisbee Evergreen Cemetery, which is also pretty neat, and you'll see that next. This is the Bisbee Evergreen Cemetery, right next to the Shady Dell. It's an enormous cemetery, founded in 1912. There's streets and street signs to help you navigate this cemetery. It's that big. The cemetery street signs. This is my favorite part, though. The Mexican graves are just beautiful, as you're about to see. I really love how these are set up. Really neat, really cool. I love all the colors up against the desert background. Just a really, really neat way they do things. I really like it. am really impressed with how maintained this cemetery is. For all the ground we covered, the only thing I saw that needed to be picked up was this little vase with the flower and flag that got knocked over on the Lugo family's site. I'm not sure if this mausoleum behind the tree or the mountain or this row leading up to the mountain gives you some perspective on how big, and this is just one small section of the cemetery. This small section's bigger than the cemetery next to my house. So, yeah. Another intersection in the cemetery. Reina Soto Provincial. This was just a neat grave. She was about my age when she passed. And look at this lady. Tell me you don't want to go drink margaritas and hang out with this lady. Does she not look like just cool as hell? Yeah, just something about that picture struck me, so I had to get some footage of it. I just thought it was neat. I believe this section behind these trees is the Freemasons / Oddfellows. I'm not really sure. I didn't get a lot of footage of that. Here's some of these tiled over graves that I really like with the seating areas, but you'll see here in a second where this one caught my attention. There's something written on one of these tiles, you'll see. And this is not the only time on this cemetery trip where I find my name with the correct spelling of my name. Go figure. Here's another example of these graves I really like, tiled in, tiled over. I like this little splash of almost a watercolor look on the flower above her name. Mercedes Camacho, lived a good long life. I just thought these people had the coolest last name you could have. But their partner over here in the next grave, William Dennis Shea, did not want to be friends with the Friends, or anybody else for that matter. Bill here passed in 1964, but as you're about to see, he didn't have time for it. He was over it. He left. He escaped. He didn't have time for dead people or their BS. He's done. He's out of there. And this one, just stunning, just beautiful. Again, I don't want to be buried, nor am I any kind of great Christian, certainly not a Catholic, but this is just beautiful. And I had to stop and film it because it's just a beautiful, beautiful grave, and I really like it. Another really beautiful grave. I don't know if you call that brickwork or stonework or what you call that. There's the stormtrooper in the distance. Gives you some kind of perspective as to how big this place really is. But I loved this. Look at the detail. The cherub bench. Just really cool. Really well thought out. As promised, here's the other resident with the proper spelling of my name. And here's another one that I just thought was really well done, really beautiful. The bench, the gate, the flowers, very beautiful. I really, really enjoyed this. This is Old Town Bisbee. These stairs have the best life advice you're going to find anywhere. This is their art walk alley, I guess you call it. Awesome. Art just takes up this whole entire wall of building up this alleyway. This is across the street. Chuckleheads is a really cool comedy bar. The Silver King Hotel has a gallery. It also is home to the world's smallest bar, but I'm not sure if it was open. They're still dealing with pandemic issues. We really enjoy going over here to St. Elmo's. Bar established in 1901. A really fun place, good people. We had a really good time there. We try to go stop in and have a Bloody Mary every time we're in Bisbee. No, the fact that this sign has to exist is disgusting on every level. This is the law that if an illegal immigrant were to cross onto your property and you were caught giving them water or any kind of humanitarian aid, you can be charged with a crime. And I don't care what your political standpoint is. Common human decency should be the American standard. I don't think it should ever be a crime. Just my thoughts. I hope everyone enjoyed just a little taste of Bisbee. There's a lot more there to see and do. There could be endless videos on this town. There's so much going on here. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Hopefully inspired some of you to go check it out for yourselves. you.